In the days of Noah they descended, mighty ones, called the Watchers. They corrupted humanity and birthed giants. God bound them in the abyss. But the book of Revelation hints, they may return. Are the end times a stage for the return of the Watchers? Are we already seeing signs? This is episode 8 of What If the End Times Are a Repeat of the Days of Noah? Welcome back to Mysteries of the Word, where ancient texts meet modern prophecy. If you're hungry for the hidden layers of Scripture, you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, and let's dive deep into the ancient mystery of the Watchers and their possible return. Who were the Watchers? In Genesis 6 verses 1-4 we read, "The sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward." This passage describes divine beings, often called the sons of God, or Watchers in the book of Enoch. What did they do? They left their heavenly domain, took human wives, birthed giant offspring called Nephilim, taught forbidden knowledge, like warfare, sorcery, astrology, and seduction. In short, they corrupted creation and helped accelerate the world's evil before the flood. What happened to them? According to 1 Enoch and Jude 6, the angels who did not keep their proper domain, he is kept in eternal chains under darkness for the judgment of the great day. And 2 Peter 2 verse 4 says, God did not spare the angels who sinned but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness. They were imprisoned, not in hell as we think of it, but in Tartarus, a deep abyss. Their sentence was tied to a specific time, the day of judgment. This means they're still there, waiting. Will the Watchers return? Here's where it gets prophetic. Revelation 9 verses 1-2. The fifth angel sounded his trumpet, and I saw a star that had fallen from the sky to the earth. He opened the abyss, and smoke rose from it like the smoke from a gigantic furnace. Out of the abyss come supernatural beings, described as locusts with power like scorpions. They're not ordinary insects. They torment but don't kill. They have a leader, Apollyon or Abaddon, the destroyer. Could this be the release of the fallen Watchers and their hybrid offspring? The return of hybrid humanity? In Noah's day, the Nephilim corrupted human DNA. They were part divine, part human, a counterfeit creation. Jesus said in Matthew 24 verse 37, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man." If genetic corruption was part of Noah's day, should we expect something similar? Today we have CRISPR gene editing, transhumanism, AI merging with biology, and unexplainable sightings and beings people are calling non-human entities. Are we witnessing a technological version of the same rebellion? A new form of Watchers, or their influence, coming through science and deception? Aliens, UFOs, and the strong delusion? Governments now admit the existence of UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. Some officials describe non-human biological material. Could these entities be fallen spiritual beings presenting themselves as aliens? 2 Thessalonians 2 verses 9-11 warns, "The coming of the lawless one will be in accordance with how Satan works. He will use all sorts of displays of power through signs and wonders, and God will send them a powerful delusion." This isn't science fiction. This is spiritual deception dressed in a modern disguise. Why this matters? If the Watchers or their influence return, spiritual warfare will intensify. A deception will increase. True believers must discern between what is human and what is counterfeit. Revelation 13 shows the beast doing great signs, calling fire down from heaven. People will worship it saying, "Who is like the beast?" The end times are not just political, they're supernatural. Good news, they don't win. Revelation 19 tells us the end of the story. The beast was captured and with it the false prophet. The two of them were thrown alive into the fiery lake of burning sulfur. The Watchers may return. The Nephilim may rise. But they're already defeated. Colossians 2 verse 15 says, "He disarmed the powers and authorities, triumphing over them by the cross." So here's the real question. If the Watchers do return, are you spiritually awake enough to recognize them? Would you spot the deception or be swept away by signs and wonders? If this message shook you up, in a good way, then, like this video, subscribe for the next episode. Comment below, do you believe the Watchers could return in our time? This was episode 8, The Return of the Watchers. Will the fallen angels rise again? This is Mysteries of the Word, where the hidden things are revealed, for those with eyes to see.